Hopefully this does not fall. But update. It's January 10th, roughly midnight. Like, let me check. Like 10 minutes to midnight. Yeah, like roughly. So in a few days, let's see. I think the last video I did was on the 6th or 7th. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm making, in the few days that I'm doing this, I'm making a good amount of progress actually. Not insane amounts, but day by day at least. There are days where I'm reading a lot more, and there's days where I'm reading like not even to the limit where I chose. So that's the one thing that's really need to focus on. I'm relatively at least putting time into everything, so I know it's just gonna take time. So I just gotta focus on that. What else? Kind of getting better at my website designs. Slowly and slowly. I think I just need to do a lot of more repetition. What else? My workouts. Today was a very big eye opener. I always time myself, which is not a bad thing, because I keep focus on my time and I keep it like sacred. I time manage. But the thing is, when it comes with that, is sometimes I don't end up doing the full length of my the whatever, like push pull legs or bis and tris, whatever it is, type of thing. Like I don't finish it. Like I'll maybe just focus mainly on my chest for chest day for push. Today I did everything. I did my chest, my tris, and my shoulders, and I gave each and every one of them like at least minimum three sets or three different sets. So I want to continue this. This was a really good today. So I want to continue that. What else? Yeah, I feel like there's not a big update right now, other than things are just slowly aligning. I've been contemplating whether I should take a break from school or just continue it and just like push myself through it. I think I'm just gonna push myself through it, to be honest. It's like an area where I feel like when I have kids and I grow and I have a wife and I have kids, I want them to know that like your millionaire father went to school and became a millionaire and started making money, so that they don't have to pick, even though that like I feel like I realized that like we're half indoctrinated with the school system and how they teach, but because I am not that way no more, and I kind of opened my eyes, I became more like woke or whatever. I don't know the term for it, but like I just see things better. Like I don't like when the teacher's teaching, I just take the knowledge, but also with a grain of salt and not make it so subjective where it's like this is kind of the only way. So I feel like because I can see that, I just take them for the people that just they are, not just indoctrinated people who are trying to ruin you and this and the other, because they don't know that they are doing it when you're going to college and they're teaching you. I took an economics class last term, and somebody once said, I don't know who it was, but like, how come my economics and my business teachers are not millionaires? And I was talking to somebody and they were like, maybe they just don't want to be. Maybe they just love teaching the subject. I was like, that's very true. But like, not everybody's like that. I feel like what if someone just got good at it, ended up learning they want to teach people, and boom. But what are you doing? Like, if that's their purpose and that's what's fulfilling them, okay. But like outside of that, it kind of got me thinking like there's never like a dead middle or straight in. Actually, there is a dead middle, and there is like a millionaire economics teacher, and there are, which is very rare, and then you have the full just teachers to teach just to get by, because that was the subject they learned in college and they know how to teach. I don't know. There's so many variables to it, but I kind of instantly fell asleep first class for everything, and I just don't like school. It's not for me. Like I'll graduate, but I know that's not what's gonna get me into the areas I need to get into. Yeah, maybe I might network, okay, but outside of it, school, the diploma, the degree, like it doesn't mean jack to me or like the future. I feel like, so yeah, I want to be very, very transparent. Like I said in my first video, my mom is the one who put me in this place. Um, there were times where I legit had nothing at all. And right now I'm at a stage where like broke is here. Broke is whatever you tell yourself. But I have to be realistic. I'm not broke. Like if I want to go buy something, I can, because I also have a job that I work on, like just part time, basically, and I'm just thinking like it's gonna run out for like the life that I want to live. So I feel like by the end of January is the goal. Is right now I want to really, really focus on designs and really, really making them. But I also feel like in order to get better at designing, I need to have clients and lose a lot of clients so that I learn to gain a lot more. If that makes sense. So yeah, I'm kind of wishy-washy on that. I feel like I'm trying to play the safe route, like, oh, let me just build on my craft, blah, 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 but not really go out and do anything about it. So there's going to come a time where I just need to, like, 100% after January, for the 1st of January is really, really where I need to do it. Because my plan is, at the end of January, is I've practiced enough with Figma that I will learn how to do sales and all that stuff, and I'll still keep practicing for 5 weeks. But then I'm thinking I might learn how to do sales, but also find clients instead of read sales book in the videos that I have from, I got, what's his name? Andy Elliott. I purchased it when I was a while ago. I bought the book. It's for car sales kind of, but the methods is really similar to anything. So I'm going to learn that and then watch the lectures that he has. Cause I could learn a thing or two. I don't know. Sometimes for me, I can keep doing it, but then I'm on a roadblock. A lot of people they can just figure it out. For me, I like hearing from people who did everything so that I can okay, this is my blueprint. But I also want to get out of that shell, like not always having to go to someone, let me completely figure it out, because I can figure it out on my own, but I want to do it a lot more just strictly me and learn trial and error. But it is good to look at mentors or people who've already done it, so I don't make the mistakes they did or whatever it is. So yeah, and then I want to find some developers afterwards, and then or in the meantime, just find developers or however it's gonna go. Still figuring it out, because right after I learned Figma, it's basically Framers is basically Figma but just 3D stuff. So that's where I really gonna make stuff pop. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to perfect different stuff with Figma for the designing aspect, the UI, I believe, user interface. Yeah, I really want to finish this book too. That's another thing. I think I already touched on that. My eating. There's this place they do your body fat and all that stuff. My last time, I was 150, between 150 155, and my body fat percentage was 19%, which is insane. So I'm really trying to be a lot more stricter on the diet. And like I said, today was a really, really good gym day. Like I used to have them, and it's not very like this and not really focused on the mind and muscle connection. So today was really good on mind and muscle connection, time over tension, reps, and just like really feeling it out. So pay attention to that a lot more now. Just to go back on that. And then what I really like is going to school, I removed the distraction portion, or I'm moving it a lot more, because sometimes I'll stay, hang around with people, and leave. This time I'm just like staying, like I'm leaving, I'm not staying longer than I need to be. Socialize like 15, 20, 30 minutes and then leave. I don't need it. Like, what really, I don't have value talking to these people, like not in a mean way. Like everyone's nice and everyone's kind, my Muslim brothers and sisters and the people outside of that, but I'm not gaining real value. Like if you're not helping me become a better Muslim, helping me become a better person, helping me with my work or my school, like there's no value other than laughing. And I can have someone that does all the things I want for it and make me laugh, if that's really the thing. Like if our value is just laughter, I feel like then it's pointless. What depth do we have? So just, I like that I'm doing that. I feel like this is a good reflection, but I'm waiting for the downhill part. I'm waiting for the point where I just stop, but at the same time, I'm waiting for it so I know I can cut it. So that's the deal right now. And yeah, I want to hustle with my website stuff. I know I'm jumping back and forth, but like I said, structure is gonna come in sooner or later. But I really want to structure what I do when I build my website. So today was made like I was trying to figure out how to change the design, or and just my mind goes blank. So maybe a moment of silence to think, one, and then like just legit, just let me sit back when it's complete silence. Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla, and a lot of the greats, they would just take time. They would legit sit quietly, and at the time they didn't have YouTube, music, players like that. So I want to do the same thing where I can just let it come to me rather than me trying to force it out. In the creative aspect, I guess. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so today was strictly just finding designs that I like, the inspiration, and then now I'm just gonna take the parts that I like and then just structure it in what I want it to be, and then slowly just take those things and just make it my own. And then I feel like that will be able to help me when it comes to visualizing and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff I really want to learn. So yeah, I just need to make my plan for tomorrow. Take a shower because after the gym, and yeah, it's a decent week. One thing I do want to work on is like when I'm feeling down or low because or stressed. I want it like Andrew Tate one time said, like, I know Andrew Tate, whatever, but the stuff he says, majority of it is true. Outside of like his, I don't know. But anyways, he did say stress is like a drug, and there was a study where people said stress kills them versus stress. If I'm stressed, I do my best. They're completely different. It's the same drug, but one you do really good, and one they're just crashing down because of how they think of it. So I want to not be the person who crashes. I want to be the person who's like, oh, I'm stressed. Let's go. I love this feeling. So yeah, and telling myself like at the gym, like I was stressed out. I'm not necessarily stressed, but like I had the voice in my brain telling me like, all right, let's leave, or like I did enough or whatever it is. I was like, nah, I pushed myself, and I was doing the shoulder press where you go like this kind of, but like this one's my first time kind of using this one, and I was ready to give up. I was like, nah, push it. So kind of did that. And in my last set, if I don't finish like I go to 12 reps, 12 to 15. So let's say if I didn't get to 12, I got to like 10. If I got to 11 and I'm pushing 12, okay. But if I got to 10 and I can barely do 11, I'll do less weight and just kind of like slowly go back and forth. So pushing that extra out of me that I know I have. So yeah, other than that, pretty productive, pretty good day. Yeah, we'll see where the weeks come and take us, and hopefully by the end of January, I have finished my book. Or let me not say hopefully, I will finish my book, and if I don't, I'm gonna set like a consequence. I don't know what the consequence is, but maybe like 30 minutes in the cold plunge. That's actually, I'll do that. 30 minutes in the cold plunge, and I'll do like a timestamp. So yeah, by the end of January, and that, and be good on Figment designs by then. That, let's see where we get to. All right, I will see Jamal, you, a few days, possibly, whenever I record it. So yeah.